folks. Welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports.
We'll watch the Indiana Fever in this one as they go up against the Connecticut Sun.
I'm Blake Zuniga alongside Tim Sports and Brian Beneficeni, and we're getting ready to bring you the action from Connecticut.
And we're just kicking off this season, so let me ask you two, what are you most excited about?
I love seeing how new players fit into their teams. Lots of interesting moves this offseason, but now we got to see how the pieces actually come together.
Yeah, you know, for me, it's all about the rookie league. Lately, it seems like every draft class has been absolutely loaded, so it's fun to see how they adjust to the pro game. Those second chance points, they're just like bonus points if you can get them.
DeWanna Bonner on the wing. Pass to Boston.
Kicks it out to Mitchell. Clark takes the three. Mitchell's shot's good.
He has really deep range. Mitchell's offensive game starts with that three-point shot. It forces defenders to pick her up at half court.
Now here's Mabry. And here's Parks.
Bonner defending. To the wing on the left.
Now here's Allen.
She's covered by Clark. Charles, good. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Clark outside. And the rebound goes to the Sun.
Here's Allen. Outside Mabry. Pass to Parks.
And the Sun get it back. Here's Allen.
Back to Mabry.
Clock at 6.
Nelson Adota. She's guarded by Boston.
With the fadeaway. Here's Charles. And finally they hit one.
I admire Charles's business-like approach on the boards. She's relentless about keeping possessions alive.
Well, Tina Charles has always had an impressive and versatile skill set, Brian.
Yeah, she's led the league both in scoring and rebounds before. She's a true double-double threat on any night and impacts the game in so many ways.
Now here's Mabry.
Pass to Allen. Here's Charles, guarded by Howard. Turnaround Jay, and that's good. Off the glass that time.
It's not just close in. Charles also flourishes in the mid-range. Unfair to stop.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
Mabry covering.
Shot by Mitchell, no good. It's stolen by Kelsey Mitchell.
Here's Parks.
She's covered by Clark. Pass to Mabry. Knocked loose. Stolen by Clark. Now Bonner. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
Such an active presence on the court. Once the fast break gets rolling, Bonner's looking to make a play.
Allen with it.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Mabry. This one for three. Buries it from three-point range.
That is Mabry's biggest value to this team. The ability to spot up, knock down shots.
Indiana trailing. Bonner outside. Now Clark. The 19-foot shot. Here's Boston. Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
Where was the box out? Some easy second chance points.
Those kinds of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Here's Parks.
She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Allen. Just 5 on the clock. She's off on that one. Good work defensively by Natasha Howard.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. Mabry covering.
She muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and she's on her way to the line.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for her, and she's just creating good opportunities. And when you do that, you can convert.
And she's got her first opportunity at the line here tonight. And that one falls, and that puts them up. It's a one-point game now.
And back in 2023, the Sun traded away former MVP Jonquel Jones.
Yeah, sending her to New York in a blockbuster deal. Despite losing one of the best players in the league, Connecticut went 27-13 last year, got to the WNBA semifinals, and that tells you how good this organization is.
Indiana with the ball. Fires from the corner.
Rebounded by Mabry.
That's a missed opportunity right there.
And she'll be the first to tell you that's one she should have buried.
Clark outside. And yep, it's good.
Shows off the playmaking ability. Bonner sees things on the court that other players simply don't.
Now here's Charles. 6 points for her.
Here's Parks.
Bonner defending. That's a shot she doesn't shoot very often. Mitchell with it. She's got 6.
Pass to Boston.
Out to the right wing. Caitlin Clark outside. She makes that one drop. Only her second in 5 goes.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the 3, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a 3.
Now here's Allen.
Charles.
Outside Mabry.
There's the 3. And the Sun hit again from deep.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Here's Mitchell. And it's good for 2.
They're finding lanes to the hoop every time down. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Or at least some fight.
Now here's Allen.
Shoots over Clark. Rebounded by the Fever.
Her shooting numbers slipping this quarter.
Allen with the rebound.
Her shot has been off today. With her team leading, perhaps she should maybe focus more on her floor game.
Pass to Nelson Adota.
6 on the shot clock. Now Mabry. From deep. It's rebounded by DeWanna Bonner. Howard with the ball.
Kicks it out to Clark.
For 3. And another 3 for Indiana.
Hard to stop, guys. She poses a ton of matchup problems for any opponent.
Remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Pass to Allen. Outside Charles.
Outside Mabry.
For 3. Howard with the rebound.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but she just didn't have it in her right there.
Bonner inside. And the shot is good.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end in the early going.
Their field goal percentage is terrific. Exactly the start they were hoping for.
Now here's Allen. Pass to Parks. And here's Nelson Adota. Now here's Allen.
Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Clark. A one-on-one situation. Here's Mitchell. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
She is just tearing it up this quarter, and I don't think this lead is going to go anywhere while she's this hot from the field.
Now here's Allen.
That's tipped. Mitchell outside. Pass to Howard. Now Clark. The three.
Nelson Adota with the rebound.
Shot and game clock separated by 5.
Now here's Allen.
She's covered by Mitchell.
Outside for Mabry.
Drills the three-pointer.
You cannot give Mabry any breathing room from deep. She's an absolute sharpshooter.
Mitchell outside. 2 on the clock. It'll count. And that does it for the first quarter. Fever ahead, up by 6.
And we'll bring you the start of quarter 2 when we return.
26.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what stands out to you from the Fever in this one?
I like what I've seen from them defensively. They forced a lot of turnovers with quick hands.
Yeah, they've been aggressive. Those active hands producing steals early.
The Fever with the lead.
Now here's Wallace.
And she banks in the layup.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now here's Davis.
Shot clock at 6.
Sheldon.
One up, one down. She makes her first shot in this game.
Here's Wallace.
Pass to Dantas. Tries again. That's a no-go. And she's still looking for her first bucket after 2 shots.
Sheldon with it.
Back to Hartley.
Sheldon with it. Guarded by Wallace.
Lets the 3 fly.
Sheldon misses. Now here's Wallace.
Tight defense on her. Her shot is good, making her a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Some defensive breakdowns happening now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out.
Here's Colson. Wyatt so far offensively searching for her first points of the game.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy, because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Davis misses. Here's the Fever with the ball. Now Colson. There's the steal. In transition, here come the Sun. From the elbow.
Sheldon misses. And after going first overall in the 2023 draft, Aaliyah Boston went on to win Rookie of the Year.
Led the league in shooting percentage, top 10 in rebounding and blocks. I mean, what more can you ask from a rookie big? Boston, an immediate impact made in setting the foundation in Indiana.
Well, Cunningham is a taller guard, which makes her a tough cover for most other guards in the league.
Timeout called the Sun.
Yeah, I think the head coach saw too many easy buckets coming from inside and wanted to put a stop to it.
I would think so. I would think so. If they keep giving up the kind of easy looks inside and that they have been, they're in big trouble, Tim.
And they're going to change something up. Let's see what they do.
are making a switch here.
Let's see Hull.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into this second quarter. Pass to Davis.
Sheldon, guarded by Wallace.
6 to shoot.
Now here's Davis. Cole defending.
Davis misses.
Well, they call them layups for a reason. It's not easy to miss that close to the rim.
Over to the wing. Here's Colson.
Cole.
Puts up a 3. And the fever hit again from deep.
3 points.
Back-to-back three-pointers for them. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Now here's Brown. Davis. Cole defending. Pass to Sheldon.
Hartley outside. Pulls up on the wing. Shoots and misses. 0 for 1 to begin the game.
Christy Wallace on the wing.
Here's Dantas. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. And offensive glass getting it done.
You'll love to see the hustle from Dantas working hard on the offensive boards.
Now here's Hartley. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. And here's Cole. To the inside, Turner. Nice pass, led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's key this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Now here's Hartley. That shot off.
Boy, I mean, they can do nothing right. They cannot take the lid off.
They need a bucket in the worst way possible. They have got to stop this run somehow, or it's really going to get out of hand.
Pass to Wallace.
No good on that shot.
Excellent D there from J.C. Sheldon.
Will it go? Hits it from three-point range.
He's coming to life after a slow start in the first quarter.
And they've built a very nice lead.
No signs of slowing down, at least as far as I can tell.
Wallace. Shot is good.
Of their last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is smash-mouth basketball, guys.
Yeah, they're really imposing their will offensively and getting exactly the kind of looks they want.
Here's Sheldon. Cole with the rebound. Wallace with the ball.
She's got 6, and it's Turner missing. Now here's Hartley. Pass to Davis. Back to Hartley. From outside the arc. The Fever pull it in.
For her team's sake, she should ease off the shots a little bit because nothing is dropping for her.
And another 3 for Indiana.
She's been one of their more reliable options today, and it's her shooting that has given them this lead.
Hartley outside.
It's Kayla Davis on the wing.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of her own, but it's no good.
Cole up top, guarded by Davis. Here's Hull. Dantas, right side. Pass to Wallace.
Launches a 3, and another 3 for Indiana.
She has been unconscious this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Now Hartley. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Now Nelson Adota, defended by Turner.
Here's Davis. Looking to end the drought.
Brown
live. And here's Turner. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back.
Man, that's one of the few mistakes they've made this half. Turnovers haven't really been an issue for them yet.
And the Sun making a change here. Here's Hartley. And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Tina Charles for three. It's good from long range.
Such a confident player. Charles enjoys rising and firing as soon as she catches the pass.
Pass to Wallace. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Smith. And here they come. Here's Davis. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot two.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And it's her first trip to the line.
Kayla Davis. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one falls for her. She hits both from the stripe.
2 minutes remaining.
And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Here's Parks. And the shot goes in.
Well, a hot start from long range for them, but they've gotten away from shooting the three.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. If you've gone open look from deep, fire it up. You have my permission.
Wallace misses. And Connecticut has possession. It's a 14-point game. Smith. The shot will not fall. Some solid defense from Damiris Dantas. Wallace. Shot is good.
And she's having a quarter, converting at a high percentage.
And so here's Connecticut. Down low. Davis, that's good.
Beautiful dish down low.
And it's the fever ball. Wallace with the ball. She's got 14. Stolen by Tina Charles. To the middle. Davis, that's good.
They're going on a nice little run.
And getting to the rack has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Here's Colson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Little turnaround. Rebounded by the Sun.
Not pretty. You got to just shake off a miss like that.
Now here's Allen. Smith outside. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Dantas, guarded by Charles. Here's Hull. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Allen. And we've reached halftime in this one. The Fever on top, up by 12. And we will be just a bit. And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen.
One of the main stories here, Wallace getting it done today.
Her decision-making simply flawless today. Nothing but quality shots from her in the first half. She wasn't forcing anything.
Yeah, but I think here in the second half, they may want her to be a little more assertive and start taking more shots, even the tough ones.
Knocks down the 3-ball.
She's up to her usual trick, shooting it well, scoring a lot of points, getting them in front.
Now here's Allen.
Not a lot of room. Charles, guarded by Howard. Pass to Mabry. 5 to shoot. Can't hit that one. Good D by DeWanna Bonner.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass.
It certainly wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap.
And so here's Connecticut. Down by 15. Outside Charles.
Pass to Parks.
Got a piece of it. Here's Nelson Adota. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Just 4 to shoot. To the paint.
Parks gets the bucket.
That pass led her so perfectly, she didn't even have to break stride.
Now here's Mitchell. Mabry covering. DeWanna Bonner for 3. And another 3 for Indiana.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Now here's Charles. 9 points in the game.
Now here's Mabry.
He's covered closely. Now Allen. He's over Clark. Allen's shot is off.
Well, she rushed that one. The D was out of position, but she couldn't make them pay.
DeWanna Bonner on the wing. And another 3 for Indiana.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
Now here's Charles. Takes the 3. DeWanna Bonner with the rebound.
And here's Indiana.
They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. And she makes that one.
That would be 4 in a row for them now as they have come out racing out of the gate to start the second half.
Here's Allen. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Nelson Adota.
No good again that time.
And offensively, 1 for 5. A slow start here in the second half.
Caitlin Clark with the 3. Drops in the tray.
And their lead gets even more enormous. They've played terrific basketball at both ends.
No doubt about it. I certainly can't think of an area where they've underperformed.
And neither can I.
Timeout called the Sun.
Oh, they're pretty disappointed, this coaching staff, and rightfully so. Just they're giving up a big run night now. Got to figure out a way to stop it.
Yeah, they haven't really looked good at all here lately. Something's got to change for them. Let's see what the coaching staff has up their sleeve.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Now here's Sheldon. She's covered by Cunningham.
Pass to Mabry. Charles with it. 5 on the clock. Here's Hartley. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. Inside. Good on the bucket.
What a great start to the second half they've had. They've hit everything they've looked at.
They need to stop this run.
I think it's time to switch things up, either by going to the bench or with a different look defensively.
Nelson Adota. She's guarded by Boston.
Left side, Charles. Yes, and it's Bria Hartley picking up the assist.
She's knocking down her shots today, but it unfortunately hasn't really translated to the scoreboard.
Pass to Boston.
Clark, here's the three, and the fever hit again from deep.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
You're right, 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Sheldon outside. Nelson Adota. She's guarded by Boston.
Hartley outside.
Pass to Nelson Adota.
Fires the three. And the Sun get it back. The second chance effort. The basket drops, and she gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up for her.
What power from Charles to get the hoop. And remember, she has great touch, too. It's a really rare combo.
And this is her first trip to the line tonight.
Here's Cunningham. Pass to Boston.
Howard. And the fever hit again from deep.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket for a terrific assist. You know, they've done a lot of that today.
And, you know, it's something we haven't seen much at the opposite end of the court.
Marina Mabry for three. Drills it from outside.
Great play by Mabry. What an answer from beyond the arc.
And it's the fever ball. Clark, right side. Pass to Howard.
On the wing, Sophie Cunningham. On the wing, Sophie Cunningham.
Just 3 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. And the fever hit again from deep.
This defense is giving their shooters free reign to operate from beyond the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get going, then you're in trouble because they can hit even when they're well defended.
Here's Nelson Adota. Charles. Bonner defending.
Pass to Nelson Adota.
Here's Hartley. Mabry launches it.
They grab their own miss. Here's Nelson Adota.
No luck. They battled on the glass, but just couldn't knock it down.
So many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one, Tim.
Yeah, Brian, their effort on the glass, it has given them the advantage. It's made a difference without question.
And one thing we can all agree on, we are fired up for the WNBA to come to the Bay Area in 2025.
100%. I mean, I grew up in the Bay Area. It's something I've always wanted, a WNBA team here in the Bay. Everybody has always wanted that.
And it's going to be a party at Chase Center. I can't wait to see this team get to action, and I know I'll be there opening day.
Second personal foul.
And she makes the first.
At the line for the away team.
So she gets them both.
Well, after she didn't have a single free throw attempt in the first half, she's been much more active since halftime, drawing some fouls.
Now here's Hartley. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Count that one.
I love when Hartley attacks on the drive. Terrific at taking initiative and capitalizing.
Now here's Clark. She's guarded closely. And it's good. 2 points.
Well, that field goal percentage of hers, it's gone through the roof here in the second half.
Pass to Brown.
Smith with it.
Now here's Charles.
She's guarded by Boston.
The shot by Brown, no good.
Nice work there to contest the finish inside.
Yeah, they got the shot they wanted, but her defense laid waste to those plans.
That one, good for 2.
A multi-talented player. I like when Bonner scans the floor and finds the open teammate.
And here is Hartley. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
And they double up Tina Charles. And the basket by Brown.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. Easy bucket in the paint.
The interior defense at that end has been lifeless, to say the least.
Boston.
It doesn't go for her. And so here's Connecticut.
Pass to Sheldon.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
To the inside. Charles. And that one goes in as she's fouled. It'll be 3 points if she can convert the free throw. And this is her second attempt at the line tonight.
Shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good.
Boston with it.
Pass to Bonner. Back to Clark. Timeout called. The
Indiana
Fever.
calls timeout. And your youth squad.
Different look for Indiana. Here's Mitchell.
What a skillful play by Kelsey Mitchell, ensuring she gets the shot off while drawing a foul.
And this is her second trip to the free throw line.
For the away team, Kelsey Mitchell. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And Mitchell understands her role on this team. She's out there to score as often as she can.
And so she hits both.
They're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And that's the right thing to do with the league. You want to keep going at defenders and find a way to get to the line.
Get those freebies.
Now here's Davis. Cole defending.
The 3 is up. Davis, that's good.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Now here's Wallace.
She's got 14. Let's go with a 3. Hull with the bucket.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a 3-point contest.
Now here's Allen.
Pass to Smith. Tries a 3.
The offensive rebound.
Now Allen. And stolen by Mitchell. Rebounded by the Sun.
Smith outside. Now here's Allen.
Defense is right there. Smith, no good. Indiana with the ball. Kelsey Mitchell into the lane. That's in. It's her 5th field goal, and she's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Here's Allen. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Yeah, whether by design or by accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
Here's Mitchell. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. The Fever on top, opening a huge gap. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter.
Well, this is what being on the same page looks like. Fantastic feed and a heads-up play all around.
And how can you not be a fan of a sequence like that? This is what beautiful basketball is all about.
Yeah, unselfishness, just wonderful stuff.
Welcome back as the fourth quarter is right ahead. Not exactly a close contest here. Now Allen, pass to Smith. Charles. And here's Davis. Some solid defense from Damiris Dantas. Hull with the ball. The tray. Rebounded by Davis. Here's Brown. Shoots over Dantas. A shot by Brown, no good. Indiana with the ball. Down low. Turner with the bucket.
Backed by her solid footwork, Turner knows a thing or two about scoring inside.
Pass to Davis. To the middle. Here's Charles. The layup off target. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Wallace. That's in there. Kelsey Mitchell with the assist.
They've been able to depend on her offense all game, guys. She's just not wasting any chances, any shots she's had.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the ball game, I got an idea. Just keep getting her the basketball.
You know, she's made up for a lack of size in the post with a lot of extra effort. She's done some serious work on the boards.
And the basket is good.
And their shooting percentage continues to climb in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been in total sync since the break. Good team basketball, and it's resulted in high-quality shots.
Very good adjustments at the half.
Charles. That one's off. Still out of sync. Mitchell outside. Pass to Wallace. From the arc. Allen with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Davis. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist.
A nice fast break from start to finish.
And what a finish it was, guys. Just so pretty.
The pass, the dunk, everything.
Now here's Wallace. Lexi Hull on the wing. Nailed from three-point land.
Nice offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage.
And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Pass to Smith. Clock at 6. Tries from 10. Charles. That shot is no good. Her 5th miss, now in 12 attempts.
You got to give them credit for the job they've done on the boards.
Well, guys, they've done a lot of things well, but their rebounding is right at the top of the list.
Now here's Brown. Shot's good by Smith.
Well, it's really almost like an automatic 2 points. Put them up on the board anytime she gets the ball that close to the basket.
The defense has to battle to keep her out of that position in the first place, or it's going to be a long day for them.
How's that for a move? Her crossover is a thing of beauty.
Now here's Smith, guarded by Wallace. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now for this fourth quarter. No good on the triple. Mitchell outside. And that one drops for her.
Everyone knows that Kelsey Mitchell can score. So the question is, defensively, how do you slow her down? Well, tonight, they've really had no answers.
Now here's Charles.
Brown with it.
Pass to Allen. From beyond the arc.
They get it again.
Davis. No good with the layup.
Solid job by the defense to get in her way as she's going up to the rim.
And Cole gets the whistle that time. That is her first foul of the game.
Terrific defensive play. Cut her off, squared up, nice play.
Yeah, and that's showing some toughness on defense. Getting physical, sticking her nose in there, and making a play.
Now here's Mabry. Pass to Smith. Now here's Sheldon.
She's covered by Mitchell.
Sheldon gets the bucket.
Indiana with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Mitchell. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 attempts.
Well, in the paint, Mitchell's power gives her an edge. She's able to get around any defenders.
Outside Mabry. Pass to Sheldon.
Three-pointer. It's good, and with that basket, he is now 5 for 9. Here's Mitchell.
And I'll let you two take out your crystal balls here. What do you think is the next step for this league?
I just think everything gets bigger. We're talking ratings, attendance, interest. We're just now scratching the surface.
Absolutely, and we've seen massive growth the last few years, and to me, the WNBA, you know, this is not where it ends up. They're just getting started, and it's going to continue every year to get bigger and bigger.
Now here's Wallace.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Those defenders look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're just getting pushed around on the low block. Maybe coach has got to make a substitution or something to energize his team.
Well, they better rally soon. They've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Arena Mabry for 3.
That one's good, and it's JC Sheldon with the dime.
You know, she's done a ton to help this team, but if they're going to come back, she needs to do even more.
Mitchell, shots good.
Just a strong finish through contact. Kelsey Mitchell refusing to be out-muscled. I love to see that kind of physicality from her.
Now here's Sheldon. Pass to Nelson Adota. Smith, Cole defending. Smith left side.
Shot clock at 6. Turner grabs the board.
Their rebounding has been off the chart today, guys, and that's the #1 reason why this game is out of hand right now.
Exactly. Their lead is not surprising, given their advantage on the glass.
This defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor. Their offense in the paint hasn't been up to par.
Now here's Mabry.
And it's off from 3-point range.
Now here's Wallace.
She's guarded closely. Dantas' shot is off. In transition, here come the Sun. Here's Smith. And that one good.
Well, people think of Mabry as a shooter, and she is a great one. But Marina also is more than a capable playmaker.
Now here's Mitchell. Shoots the 3.
Nelson Adota with the rebound. Smith inside.
She's covered by Mitchell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
She had almost a free run at the hoop. That's like taking candy from a baby.
Pass to Dantas. Guns up empty down low.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Sheldon.
And here's Mabry. She's covered by Mitchell.
Outside Mabry. Smith. Nelson Adota, guarded by Wallace. Here's Sheldon.
And the Sun get it back.
Tough play underneath to give them another possession. And that's just really what they're hoping for. A little more time off the clock.
Now here's Wallace.
And they pick up 2.
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of her on that move to the iron.
Pass to Nelson Adota. Smith. And we've talked about this. One of the major challenges in the W is travel.
Well, you know, you look at just the geography of the league. Most of the teams are on the West Coast or on the East Coast. So you end up with really long flights to play those interconference games.
And it just tells you that resting between games is so important. Diet, sleep, taking care of your body is crucial.
Now here's Turner. Lexi Hole on the wing. Mitchell, defended by Sheldon.
From 15 feet away, Dantas' shot is off.
Well, that's just not a sight you see very often because she has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when she's open.
Pass to Sheldon. Brown. Here's Smith. Hole defending.
Fade away. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Now Mitchell. And so it's the Fever taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them and in enemy territory, no less.
It was enemy territory, but with the way that they controlled the game, they took the crowd completely out of it. That's how to get it done on the road.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.